at noon. We were talking earlier about the wind and power outages, and right now there are still thousands in the mid-state without power. I just checked, so slowly being restored.
Yeah, but again, these winds meant business last night.
They did.
40 to 50, even beyond that, 60-mile-an-hour gusts. James, I'm going to show you that line as it moves in. Now, this is the radar right now. Obviously, a nicer day. It's clear. It's still breezy, but let's track this line as it moved in yesterday evening, and you can see. Now, I was a little skeptical we would get any rain. Now, we didn't get much, but this line very quickly moved in. There was some convection with it, some lightning flashes, but the big story, and we did mention this yesterday, was going to be the wind. And now, because of that, power out in several locations. The rainfall did not amount to much. In fact, the average accumulation was less than 1/10 of an inch. Still, as Amy mentioned, it was briefly heavy and blowing horizontally out there. Gusts since midnight over 40 miles an hour for Elliotsburg, York, and Lebanon. Wildwood Park, a gust of 39. And yes, it's still breezy out there at this hour. And in fact, we can show you that. Look at the flags blowing here in front of the Capitol Dome. They are horizontal, and so with a beautiful picture of foliage in the background, the rolling hills of central Pennsylvania, the Capitol, and the blowing flag, it just looks like November, doesn't it? And winds now at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. Philly's at 21, Hagerstown at 24. It's breezy, and it's going to stay that way again here today. And along with that, here comes some clouds off the lake shores and extending all the way to the east in places like Dauphin County. So even though we think it's going to be mostly sunny today, I cannot rule out some passing clouds. 49 in Lancaster, 48 in Chambersburg. Most of us sitting right around 50 degrees right now. And that's cooler than yesterday. And we are going to end up cooler than yesterday, even though we started the morning warmer. The reason it's going to be cooler, well, we had a cold front come through, and now we have a northerly wind, and that's going to keep temperatures locked in the 50s. How about yesterday? We went from 36. We had a greater than 30-degree swing yesterday, getting up close to 70 degrees. We had less than 1/10 of an inch of rain despite the downpours, and our deficit continues to grow. Look at these clouds. That's a pretty neat sky here over Kinzers. Some fair weather cumulus and some shadows making for a fall sky out there. It looks nice. Temperatures in the mid-50s will drop down to around 40 later this evening, and then eventually into the 30s. But cool and breezy, dry, sunny today. Tomorrow we start a warm-up heading into the weekend. We're going to be in the 60s. And then here's our next front up, Friday night. So this evening, here's a pretty shot, too, of that foliage. We're going to stay clear. It's going to be nice. As I mentioned, we will eventually dip back into the 40s probably by 8 o'clock tonight, and then the chill is on. We'll be in the 30s tonight as it remains partly cloudy to mainly clear, but clouds are going to increase tomorrow. We've got yet another weak front coming in Friday night. That will produce some showers for us here overnight. It's out of here by Saturday morning, though. Another quick hitter. Doesn't look like it's going to bring much rain at all. Saturday will be partly sunny, and Sunday will bring us a few more showers. So breezy conditions today. The winds die down tonight. I think it's going to be another windy day tomorrow at times. Winds over 20 miles an hour on Friday into Friday evening. So again, we said at the beginning of the week, get used to this breeze. How much rain on Friday night? I said this morning I thought the model was too high and that 1/4 inch would probably be a ceiling, 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. Guess what? The model backed down to my thinking, and I like what it does now. That's the latest information, and I wouldn't expect a lot of rain, similar to what we saw last night. Now on Sunday, same deal, very quick hitter, in and out. But what this front's going to do Sunday is it's going to drag in winter for Monday and Tuesday. Windy, cold, temperatures are in the 40s, and it remains sort of unsettled next week as well. So by the weekend, we get this southerly push of air. So I think tomorrow and Sunday we're going to be in the 60s, and then look at this massive trough that sets up shop here next Monday and Tuesday. It's going to be pretty brutal here for November with highs only in the 40s for the start of next week. So today, 56, mostly sunny, cool, breezy. And then tonight, 36. It's going to be chilly. The winds do die down a bit tonight before they pick right back up tomorrow. Another breezy afternoon, but milder, 60 degrees. Some showers overnight Friday, light. Mild weekend. Look at the numbers here. 65 on Saturday, 63 on Sunday with some rain. And then next week, this is going to be a shock to your system. Amy, if you wanted to do Christmas, maybe next week it'll feel like it. 44. Oh. I know, me neither, but it's going to feel like December with temperatures in the 40s, and it's going to be cold and windy Monday and Tuesday. It's a